Now, they are meant to protect and serve, but police officers have often been caught at their worst. Authorities are now investigating a case where police officers were caught on camera carrying out a robbery. Well, while this week the court is meant to hear the horrid details of how police officers may have had a hand in the torture and murder of lawyer Willie Kimani. In a case where the protector turns a tormentor, NTV's Zainab Ismail I beg your pardon, reports that the public's faith in the service is plummeting.
These officers from the Kayole Police Division were on an operation, not to catch any wrongdoers, but on a robbery mission in Nairobi's Eastleigh estate. They're said to have robbed two men of 6 million shillings at a lodging. 3 officers were arrested and at least 3 million shillings recovered. Another 3 million shillings is said to have disappeared in the hands of a 4th corp who managed to escape.
For example, these officers coming from Kayole, then coming to Eastleigh. I mean, were they within the area of command? Yeah? And if they were not, was somebody supposed to be monitoring where they are? The whole game just revolves on responsibility.
Authorities say all those involved will be treated as criminals as the service increasingly finds itself with the difficult task of flashing out the offenders in their midst. This week, the court is expected to hear a confession by a police informer detailing how on the 23rd of June 2016, lawyer Willie Kimani, his client Josephat Mwenda and taxi driver Joseph Muiruri were kidnapped, tortured, murdered, their bodies stashed in gunny bags and thrown into Athi River near Donyo Sabuk police post. The testimony by Peter Ngugi, a suspect turned state informer, will be heard in camera. But these cases may just be the tip of the iceberg. In the past few months, a number of police officers have had a hand in a series of organized crimes.
Officers getting guns, being involved in a robbery, that tells you from the word go, we got a wrong person on board. If you are an officer, as serious as OCS, you need to go out and find out from members of the public. How are we doing? Are we okay? How are my officers on the ground? They will tell you, oh, this is a good officer, this one demands money, this one does what. So when you get around 10 complaints talking about one particular officer, that tells you you have a rogue guy in your group.
According to the 2019 economic survey, the number of police officers reported to have been involved in crime went up from 71 in 2017 to 591 in 2018. It is clear that despite the implementation of the much-needed reforms and billions of shillings injected into the purchase of equipment and recruitment of additional officers, the Ministry of Interior could be forced back to the drawing board to figure out new ways of reining in on the criminals within their ranks. The Ministry of Interior could be forced back to the drawing board to figure out new ways of reining in on the criminal within its ranks. Zainab Ismail, NTV.